for joining me on the mat again for another little workout. Let's get started. We're going to start laying down on our back with our spine in its nice neutral position. So we've got a little gap. You can almost glide your fingers in under your lower back. Tailbone slightly imprinted. Pelvis is shining directly up to the ceilings. And we'll just place your arms down by your side. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed in the back of your head into the mat. And we'll place those feet about hip distance apart, nice and close to your bottom where they're comfy. Okay, let's get into those pelvic tilts. So with an exhale, we're just going to tilt your pelvis towards your belly button, imprinting that lower spine into the mat. And let's release it with an inhale. So we'll do a couple more of these. Each time we tilt our pelvis towards our belly button, let's engage our pelvic floor. We're going to lift it up. Imagine your hip bones drawing towards each other and lifting up through your belly button. Let's do 2 more. And then one last one. Perfect. Pelvic floor exercise is done for the day. Let's get into some bridging now. So it's just kind of building on that movement a little bit further. We're going to tilt towards your belly button. Hold that scoop you've just created with your pelvis. And let's peel up one vertebrae at a time into our bridge till we've got a straight line between our shoulders and our knees. Take a breath in here, and then we're going to slowly reverse the movement, coming back down on the mat, placing one bone at a time till we come to that lower spine. Let's find that neutral spine again, and then let's curve and roll back up. Once you get the hang of it, you can start to speed it up a little bit, but you want to work with your breath, using those exhale to help articulate your spine. Let's just do 3 more. And then coming all the way back down, and we'll find that neutral spine with an inhale. Okay, let's start to warm those hips up now. So we'll keep our left leg anchored down on the mat. We're going to do some leg circles, but let's do a regressed version today. So we're going to pick our right knee up. You're going to picture that femur bone really heavy in your hip socket. And we're going to start to circle that leg out and around and back up, keeping those hips anchored down into the mat, or your pelvis anchored down into the mat, sorry. You can place your hands on your hips to help that feeling. Let's do 2 more. One last one. Bit crunch, crunch, crunch if you like me. Let's reverse the movement now. Big circles the other way. Just going as big as you can without flopping around on that mat. The rest of our body staying still. 2 more. And one last one. Perfect. We'll place that right foot back down on the mat in line with your hip. Let's pick that left leg up. Feel that femur bone really heavy, and let's start to circle out and around and up, almost like a nice fluid joystick motion. One side's always crunchier than the other. Last one. Perfect. Let's reverse the circles now. Big circles the other way. You can take your hands out just a little bit wider than your mat to anchor down if you don't want to place your hands on your hips. Last one. And then bring that leg back and we'll place it down. Perfect. Just reposition. Make sure we've still got that neutral spine. Let's interlace our fingers. Place your head heavy in your hands. Now we want our thumbs running just down the back of your neck for a bit of support. Elbows in your peripheral vision. And with a big exhale, let's bring your head, neck and shoulders up into your chest lift. Inhale as you lower. So we're focusing on that bottom rib and hip connection. Lower spine should stay in its neutral position so it's not imprinting as you come on up. Let's do 8 more here. Last. 4 to go. Last 2. One last one. Okay, we're going to combine our chest lifts and our bridges to make one yummy little Mexican wave through your spine now. So we'll start with that chest lift. Big exhale as you come on up. And then as you start to lower your head down, let's bring our bottom up nice and slowly. Breath in at the top here, and then we'll slowly bring that spine back down onto the mat. Once you're feeling ready, let's bring that head, neck and shoulders up. Head comes down, bottom comes up. Perfect, let's keep alternating between the two. We'll do 4 more rounds. Last 2. And one last one. Perfect. Okay, that body should be warmed up now. We're going to lengthen those legs nice and long on the mat and just reach your arms overhead. We're going to come into our roll-ups. Some days you nail these, some days you don't. Just keep on trying. Let's take our hands up towards the ceiling with an exhale. Then we're going to continue that exhale while our head, neck and shoulders peel up. Then let's use your inhale to come all the way up to sitting, and we'll reach out over your toes. Take a breath in and then we'll sit up nice and tall. Okay, let's hinge ourselves back until you can't hinge any further, and you've got to tuck that pelvis in, roll yourself down, keep your feet heavy on the ground. Let's reach those arms back over your head. Okay, let's go again. Hands come up, head, neck and shoulders come up, peel on up, try and keep those legs heavy if you can. Reach out, nice little spine stretch here. You can grab your toes or your ankles. Hold it if you feel comfortable in this position. Then sit ourselves up nice and tall. Let's do 1 more. Hinging back and then tuck that pelvis in, roll on down, arms come overhead. Breath in, and then let's use that exhale to help bring ourselves back up. Inhale to finish. One last little spine stretch. And we're coming up. Okay, we're coming up onto all fours for our next little series. We're going to have our wrists under our shoulders, knees under your hips. And let's start with a couple of cats and cows. So with a big exhale, we're going to curve your spine, tuck your tailbone in between your legs, turn your belly button to the sky. Keep those palms pushed into the mat. Then with your next exhale, let's untuck that tailbone, belly button comes down, gaze comes up. Let's keep alternating between each move, or with our exhale, really exaggerating each move with your breath. Let's do 1 more each way. And then we're going to come halfway between each move and find that lovely straight spine. Let's come into our quadruped next. Bird dog. Left hand, right leg reaches out nice and long. Let's pick those fingers and toes up. Reach them away from your body. Inhale as we bring them back to center. Exhale as we swap sides. Now we're going to keep that pelvis nice and sturdy. Try not to arch your lower back. Imagine we've got our daily drink of choice resting on our pelvis and we don't want to spill it. Let's do 2 more each way. We're going to bring our right knee back down onto the mat. Let's take that left hand. We're going to thread it in under our right underarm and just reach your fingers away from your body, and then take that right arm. We're going to bring it up and over your head. Push it into the mat. Hold it here for a few breaths. And then we'll slowly bring that hand back down by our face. Press ourselves up. Let's swap sides. Anchor that left hand in under your shoulder. Bring that right hand in, thread the needle, and we'll take that left hand overhead. Okay, let's place that left hand back. by our side. We're going to come up, but let's lay ourselves down on our tummies now. Hands come by your chest. Just hug your elbows in towards your body and hover your nose off the mat. Then we're going to engage our core. Belly button's allergic to the mat. Let's keep it lifted. Take a breath in, and then using your exhale, let's bring your head, neck and shoulders up into just a little bit of extension. You don't want to feel this in your lower back. Take a breath in here, and then let's come back down one vertebrae at a time till we find ourselves in that starting position. Let's go again. Come on up. If you feel that pinch, press your pubic bone a little bit deeper into the mat. Lengthen through the crown of your head, and then slowly coming back down. Let's just do 3 more of these. Make sure you shine that chest forward as you come on up. You want to get a lovely posture out of this move. One last one. Come back down, and then let's just push ourselves into a quick little child's pose. Now you guys know I have terrible knees, so I can't quite get my bottom all the way to my heels at the moment, but hopefully I'll be able to soon. Okay, let's walk our hands over to the left side of your mat. Stack your right hand on top. Have a nice big stretch through the right side of your body. And then we'll bring those hands over to the right side. Stack your left hand on top. Big stretch here. Now we're going to come on up to sitting. We're nearly finished. We're going to sit in our mermaid position. So we've got our left leg in line with the side of the mat. The right leg's going to be our mermaid's tail. Now again, my knee is pretty bad at the moment. Scout's going to come visit. So I can't quite get into this position, but we want those hips to be as square as possible. So even weight distribution through both sit bones. So let's sit up nice and tall. We'll take a breath in here. And then let's use that left arm just to come up and over your head. We're going to reach it to the right side of our body and push that right palm into the mat. Inhale as we come through center. Exhale as we swap sides. So our goal here is to fan our ribs out. Really lengthen through the side that we're bringing our arm up and over. We're going to do 1 more each side. So we're finishing on that left side, that our left knee is sticking out. Come into that little side bend. Make sure that that bottom arm's not locked out and your shoulders are away from your ears. And then let's take that top arm. We're going to thread it in under that right arm. Walk your fingers as far away from your body as you can and push both palms heavy into the mat. This should feel like a lovely little stretch through the slings. Back into that side bend. And let's sit up. Okay, let's take those hands out in front of us. We're going to walk our fingers as far away from our body as we can. Come down nice and low. Give those hip flexors a stretch. This is the part of the class where you realise you need to shave your legs. Okay, let's come on up to sitting. We're going to lean back on those sit bones and let's swing our legs around to the other side. Oh, check out the lack of mobility in this leg. I'll get there. Got to keep doing it. Okay, let's sit up nice and tall. Let's bring that right arm up and over. Reach to the left side of your body. Inhale through center. Exhale as you swap sides. So we're going to do about 3 rounds on each side. Last one to that left side. And then coming down to that right side. Quick little side bend here. And then let's thread that arm in under our right arm. Keep your sit bones pushed heavy into the ground and then push your palms into the ground. We'll come back into our side bend and sit up. Now, we're going to walk those hands forward. Obviously, I cannot come very low here, but you guys can. Whew. We're going to hold it for maybe 5 or 6 breaths. And then we'll come back up to sitting. Perfect. We are all done, guys. I hope you enjoyed that little bit of mobility. It's just a great little Pilates session to do every day. If you're feeling like moving your body but you don't want to work too hard, there's some really good spine articulation moves, and I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.